You're watching Steep in the Woods. You ever wonder why I have a medical kit with me? Well, here's a couple reasons. Welcome back to Steep in the Woods. Today, it's all about safety. Safety in the woods, safety on the mountain. What you need and what my setup is for safety when I'm out and about by myself, way away from any help. This is my out and about kit. It's my vehicle kit. It's my coming up to the mountain to work kit. We also have a much bigger one at our house. Ain't nobody gonna, look out for your health but you. So bring some stuff along with you and you'll be all right. You'll be safe and you'll be able to get the work done by yourself without paying somebody else to do it. First off, obviously, I'm holding a bottle of water here. You need to bring water with you. You need to hydrate. Gatorade is also acceptable if you also bring water. Don't go up there and just drink Gatorade. Drink your water bottle and then your Gatorade, or vice versa. Just make sure you drink both of them. This will keep your mind sharp and your eyes open. The next thing I want to talk about before we get to the pack here is your clothing. All right, there's a magical thing, right? Developed by, I believe, the military, and it's called Permethrin. You need to be aware of Permethrin. It needs to be in your storeroom. You may be wondering why I'm always wearing the same clothes. Well, I do own more than one pair of clothes. I don't own a whole bunch more than one pair because clothes ain't free. This is my Permethrin shirt. This is my Permethrin pants. It keeps me safe and it will keep you safe. Permethrin is a chemical or a spray that you spray on your clothes and then you let them dry. And it kills any bug that lands on them for like 6 weeks. And you can wash it. Safe for children that are older than 6 months. So if your kid is only 5 months old, you don't want to use it on them. But once your kid becomes 6 months old, you can put it on them. It's been around for 50 years. So if there was any horrible side effects, we'd have known about it by now. So Permethrin needs to be on your clothes if you're going to spend any extended amount of time in the woods. Now the pack. I got this. I got it off of eBay. I don't use that Amazon. I use eBay. I'm old school like that. It's always done me right. It's what I grew up with. I'm not going to make the Amazon switch. But either way, got this pack off of eBay. It's just one of them tactical, little satchel things. Got me a patch on it so that not only I know that this is a medical pack, but that is obvious to any third party that was to come up. You want to put a patch on your medical kit so it's obvious. Right on the front, you want this to be easily got to, is a cat tourniquet. Now the cat tourniquet is a wonderful, wonderful tourniquet. You can also go with the SWAT tourniquet. That one is also good. So the cat tourniquet, it's got the time on there. I wouldn't worry about that, not in a civilian, setting. Now what you do, you put this on your arm or your leg and you would tighten it down. It's got Velcro here. This is kind of a terrible example. But then the important thing is you got this rod here. And once it's tightened down, once you got the Velcro tight, then you tighten this rod basically until it hurts real bad. If the person ain't in pain from the tourniquet, then you ain't done it right. It's got down here, it's got these two kind of it's a C, a piece of plastic in the shape of a C, and that's what you hook to get that final turn on it. That's what you hook your rod into. If you know, this isn't really meant to be like a how to treat people thing. This is just what you need to bring and the basics. So there's your tourniquet. This may be a long video. I apologize for that. Next, emergency blanket. But this is really if somebody is in shock, then you can you're supposed to keep them warm, even if it's warm outside. Shock will stop your body. It can be 100 degrees. You still need to put your blanket on them because they're in shock. Something about shock. Hey, if somebody got a massive leg wound or arm wound, you use a tourniquet. Somebody's in shock, you wrap them with this. There's reasons for it, but I mean, I don't need to be a scientist here. I just need to know the facts. So, emergency blanket. That's all in the top part. Open up this bottom part here. And while I didn't think there was no Band-Aids in it, but there's Band-Aids. If you don't know how to use a Band-Aid, I don't think I can help you with it. You got some medicine here. You need Benadryl, ibuprofen, and aspirin. Benadryl is for allergic reactions. It's not meant, if somebody's swelling up like a balloon, it may not save them, but it will buy them a little bit of time. It's worth having it. It's worth shoving it down the person's throat, because that may be the 5 minutes it takes for a real emergency services to show up. So I would do that if it was emergency. I don't think I'm not trying to be the EMS here, but from what I gather, there's no negative effect to giving somebody Benadryl if they haven't. I mean, when the outcome is like dying, you just do something. I mean, don't just stand there in shock. I had to put my dang blanket on you. Benadryl for allergic reactions. You need aspirin for heart attacks. And then ibuprofen would be for like a head wound or like a trauma swelling. So you need those medicines. Now, we got a flashlight. That works. If it's nighttime and you're needing to do something with this, you need to be able to see. So you got a flashlight here. What else is in here? Man, I packed this sucker out. You got a wrist brace and a knee brace. These are sprained wrist, sprained knee, or I guess even if it was like somebody broke it and you were out here, you want to go ahead and put this on as you're getting them out there to add that little bit of support to whatever injury has happened to the wrist or the knee, as to minimize the damage in travel. If you're dragging them or carrying them or got some kind of a sled or who knows what. Got these. Duct tape. And also be used as a bandage, or this kit was made on the cheap, so I don't have all the official stuff. This can also be for a sucking chest wound, fall on a stick, what have you, get shot. You can use this and you just slap that sucker on there. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. Given enough money, I would get a couple of those ventilated chest patches, but they're a lot of money. Hand sanitizer. My God, I'm glad my wife didn't know I had this in here. This is worth a lot of money now. If you're going to work on someone, they're down, they're bleeding, you need to get in there. You're going to do some sort of repair here. You need to make sure your hands are clean. And also, I would caveat that is if it's a third person that you don't know, then you need to be sure to clean yourself during and after, because you don't know if they may have some kind of disease or whatnot transmitted by blood or what have you. Gauze patches, triple antibiotic ointment. I think all these are pretty self-explanatory. Antidiarrhea medicine. Just, man, that could save somebody's day. Have a little multi-tool and Israeli bandage. I think there should be quite a few more of these. This is a military Israeli bandage. It's got the gauze, it's got the wrapping, it's got everything. So this is, hey, you open this up, it's sterile, you put it on there, you wrap it up. This would be, I think this is what I splurge the most on. I think I have a lot of these. All right, gloves, gauze wrap, medical tape. Got 2 more of these small Israeli bandages. Got a big ace bandage here. Second one, this one's slightly smaller. Alcohol, same deal. Wash off the wound, wash your hands, wash your utensils if you need to use them. Medical scissors, cutting off clothing, cutting your tape, cutting anything you need. A 4th Israeli bandage. This is a blowout kit. You know, I said that in my ginseng video. This is a blowout kit. You know, it's an emergency kit. It's not, you know, so redundancy is good. I mean, I got 4 of the Israeli bandages because it's that type of kit. Quick clot, stop bleed. You pour this on it. Apparently it burns like the dickens, but it will stop bleeding. This is the large Israeli bandage with this in it. These are a lot more money, so I just put 1 in this kit, and I think my other kit has 3. Is that it? Is that it? Nope. Nope. I don't know why I fooled with that so much. Medical mask. Also comes in handy right now. I'm telling you, this thing, I mean, hell, we got the hand sanitizer, we got the mask, we got the gloves. And if we had a pair of safety goggles in here, this could be a pandemic kit. Some surgical sponges, large or large gauze. I mean, you know, sponge, gauze, it's all the same deal. We have 5 of these, large packs. This pack has a ton of redundancies in it. But like I say, I keep this with me in my vehicle. You never know. There could be a 20-car pile up. There could be a, trying to figure out a diplomatic way to put this. There could be a deranged person with a deranged argument, using that argument against everybody. So redundancies is a must. And whoop, that's it. That's everything. Everything in my kit. Now I just got to pack it all back in there. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with this kit. Like I say, I did it a long time ago, and I wasn't really sure what was in here, but I knew that this was our out and about kit. We have a much larger one. Glad I didn't bring the big one. I needed a much bigger log. This stuff will be packed out past y'all. Take care of your health. Be very careful. But also, this goes in with being careful. Just because a man's got 20 Israeli bandages with him does not mean that he's either A, careless, or B, a doom and gloomer. Hey, I feel great now. I mean, I felt great when I made it. I feel great that I have it. I'm going to continue to make sure this is close on hand when I'm cutting down trees, driving my vehicle, just out and about. I think every decent American needs to have a kit similar to this. You can buy a pre-made kit. You can build your own. I built this one. I think, all in all, I'm just guessing, I think I remember saying that this cost me at least $80. I'm thinking it was 80-some dollars. Now, half of this stuff you can't find now. Either way, I'm going to pack this back up and get to work. And I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And come along with us on future journeys.